Hello viewers, and welcome back to the EKS for the final race of the season for our split 2 drivers here at Three Sisters in Wigan. Miles Harding is on pole position after an unbelievable lap in that previous race. He was just 300ths of a second faster than Barney Williams, though, who will be hoping for a victory in this race. Henry Walter and Adam States make up the second row of the grid with Hugh Morriton and Raj Kular on row 3. Kale Simmons and Lee Woods make up a field spread in the top 8 of just 0.2 of a second. Mark O'Grady is in 9th position. Your top 10 rounded out by Adam Thompson, just 0.3 of a second down on pole position. Andy Laister and Junaid Jones are row 6. Billy Good and Carl Lee in row 7, with Chrissy Harding in 15th position. But how close this field has been, could absolutely see that this race could go to anyone. Split 2, race 3, the final race of the day for our Split 2 drivers, about to get underway. We've got our eyes on the lights, not too far away from the green flag now, and it's lights out and away we go. Miles Harding on pole position. He gets clear into the first corner, into second position actually. Looks like Barney Williams going to lose out on that second spot, and I think it's Henry Walter who's able to make his way into the second spot as it's 3 wide further behind. Andy Laister trying to get himself ahead of Junaid Jones all the way around the outside line. Now Lee Woods is involved as well. Mark O'Grady trying to go on the inside line of Raj Kular in the background as well. He's able to find his way through, watching on board with Adam Thompson. Chrissy Harding as well, looking for a spot. She's now just behind Junaid Jones as we go down the Conroe Straight for the first time in this one. Andy Laister is on the outside line. Junaid looks over his shoulders with 3 wide further ahead. Adam Thompson right in the middle, able to go through all of them as Raj Kular's forced out wide. Adam Thompson now all over the back of Junaid Jones. Chrissy Harding just behind as she's actually got a car just in front of her as well. And on the outside line we've got 3 wide once again into Joey Dunlop corner. So difficult, I can't quite tell what's going on, Luke.
Yeah, it's currently Miles Harding in the lead of the race as they come across the start finish line. No, it's not actually, it's Henry Walter, isn't it, in the lead of the race. They've got very similar outfits, both black suits and black helmets. Barney Williams currently running in P2. It is Miles Harding now in third place ahead of Adam State, who's now up his inside as they head down into turn number 3. We're just about trying to work it all out here from these onboards. It's very dark, as you can see from riding on board. It's Mark O'Grady now who's gone wide, coming out of Luna Bend, and that has let a train of carts through on his inside as Henry Walter leads this race. It's the first time we've ever been able to say that in the EKS. That great stuff from Henry Walter, going defensive now against another heavyweight driver in Barney Williams, heading into turn 6. Miles Harding trying to get back through now in the action. He's alongside Barney Williams and he's through. Miles Harding running up in P2. This is a great drive here from Miles Harding. It started on pole position, up in second place. Miles has never been this high up before in an EKS race. It's Junaid Jones though, he's through on his inside, just let's say that. And Junaid Jones now through into P2.
So Henry Walter in the lead of the race, but only by 0.08 of a second from Junaid Jones at the line as everyone else is streaming through. Adam State is trying to get himself ahead of Adam Thompson. Chrissy Harding is on the outside line. Excuse me, it's not Adam Thompson, it's now Chrissy's bumped out the way almost by the driver on her outside line, which is Barney Williams. In fact, she's now on the inside. Will tug that tighter line through onto the Conroe Straight, and it does. Now Adam Thompson trying to get past Miles Harding, and does by the looks of things. Junaid Jones is looking for the outside line. This is for third position with Adam Thompson on the inside of Miles Harding. Can't quite find a way through. Miles is brave on the outside line and holds on to the position side by side for the lead of the race. Junaid Jones down the inside line of Henry Walter. This is into the final corner, and is he able to squeeze his way through? He is. Adam State tried to gun for the lead as Adam Thompson now looks for second position. We're almost 3 wide.
Yeah, Adam Thompson got caught out a little bit there on the inside of Joe Donald corner. He's got a number of carts coming past him now on his outside. Miles and Chrissy Harding have both just come past there. Now those two are side by side. You can see front husband and wife. Chrissy Harding, she's through on her husband, and Adam Thompson trying to slip through too as well. Looks like he has got through as well. He has indeed. So Adam Thompson now, he's up in to P4. You've got Chrissy Harding now, she's up in P3. You've got Henry Walter still up in P2, and Junaid Jones, he is now in the lead of this race as we ride on board now with Chrissy Harding. You can see Henry Walter right in front of her. She's got the run on him as they head down the Conroe Straight, heading into turn number 6. No way is she going to pull this off. What a move that is by Chrissy Harding around the outside of Henry Walter, going through turn number 6, and she is up into P2. Great move that was, as she has now got the leader Junaid Jones in front of her. Chrissy Harding, she has never led a race before in the EKS. She's been racing with us since day 1. Surely she cannot take the lead in this race. It's a remarkable drive from her, having started at the back of the field. And Junaid Jones, he has gone wide there, coming out turn 2. Chrissy Harding, she is up the inside, and she is into the lead of this race. Oh no, she's round. She has spun out the leads.
That is a second spin in as many races for Chrissy Harding. I think it all happened on the inside to the corner. She made a bit of a bump and pass move, to be honest with you, then found herself into the barrier, gets herself back going again quickly enough, but that is heartbreak for Chrissy Harding, who is up into as much as second position now. Adam Thompson is overtaken by Henry Walter, I believe, for second place in the race, but re-overtakes him on the outside line. Can Adam make it stick? I think he just about can as he hits the brakes into the right-hander of the final corner, but for Chrissy Harding, that is massively disappointing.
Yeah, that is a shame for Chrissy. Unfortunately, she got on the curb on the inside of Luna Bend just as she got through on Janae Jones and spun as a result. So that is a real shame for her, having briefly got into the lead of the race, but she's just got back through actually on Barney Williams. Now she's on the inside of Carl Lee as they head through turn number 2. She's just made 2 overtakes here in 2 corners. This is a good start to her recovery drive back through the field. She was briefly down in 15th position, but now she is back up in 230 position. Like you were saying as well, Adam Thompson is now up in 2nd position in this race. We ride on board with him. You can see Janae Jones off in the distance. He's just over a second ahead of Adam at the moment. So Adam will be hoping to try and catch down Janae Jones. You can see now from this drone shot, Adam's got a whole train of cars just behind him. So it's Henry Walter at the front of that train. Adam Thompson looked up his inside there but wasn't able to get through. You got Raj Kula, who's engaged to Henry Walter. She's alongside the car behind him. They're all side by side, and that's Andy Laister who she's side by side with as they head through turn number 1. But it's Henry who's held on to P3 for the time being.
Halfway point in at the race to take stock is Janae Jones, a second ahead of Adam Thompson, so it's just broken that slipstream a little bit. Henry Walter in 3rd, but the question is for how long, because Adam State is all on the back of him, and in fact Raj Kula is as well. She's getting involved as Andy Laister on the back of the train in 6th position. We're going to all sort this out as they'll go 2 wide. Raj Kula on the inside line looking to get ahead of Adam State. It's a very, very desperate move, and it allows Andy Laister to get alongside if for a moment through the left-hander, and now down into the final corner. Is this going to sort itself out? Raj will look to hold that inside line. Andy Laister now can't quite commit to the switchback because he's now got a card on his inside line. It's all sorting itself out. Raj Kula on the inside line trying to get through into 2nd position. That's Henry Walter that she's trying to get past. Adam Thompson's in 2nd position in the race at the moment. Raj all the way around the outside line, followed through by Andy Laister as Adam State moves into 3rd position. So at this stage in the race, it's Janae Jones, Adam Thompson, Adam State, Henry Walter and Raj Kula, but I'm sure that will change within a blink of an eye.
Yeah, and whilst this is going on, Chrissy Harding's on her recovery drive through the field. She was in 30th place last time we checked in on her a couple of laps ago. She then got up into 12th place on the previous lap, and she got past Hugh Moreton. And as I say that, she's blasting past Kyle Simmons down the Conrod Straight here, and she is up into P11. So it'll be interesting to keep track of this battle in the final few laps to see where Chrissy Harding does end up recovering to. She's setting some scintillating lap times in this race. In fact, she's got the fastest lap of the race at the moment. She went from last place on the grid to the lead of the race earlier on, dropped back down to last place, and now she's back up into P11, so it'll be interesting to see how she does in this one. But now as we cut further forwards, Mark O'Grady is side by side with her husband Miles Harding as they go through turn number 2. These two battling out for 8th place. Miles on the outside, Mark O'Grady on the inside, and he is through.
4 minutes on the clock, and we watch this battle with Adam State in 3rd. It's for that final podium spot. Adam Thompson with some really, really good points in that 2nd spot at the moment. Raj Kula looks at the inside line of Adam State. That's a fantastic overspeed for her, but she's just too optimistic again on the brakes. However, gets alongside because Adam State makes a bit of a mistake, so that allows Raj Kula to swoop around the outside line. It's not complete just yet. She needs to keep an eye out for Henry Walter as well as she dives to the inside line. Can she get through on the inside? With a bit of a drag race to the line, Raj Kula is into 2nd position, but that might change now. Is into 4th. Goes Henry Walter, but not for long, as Adam State is able to find his way back through. Andy Laister is looking at for 5th, and on the back of this train is Billy Good, so they all squeeze their way through. Raj Kula looking pretty confident in that 3rd place at the moment. However, Adam State will try and get back past as now they head down the Conroy Straight. Once again, Adam State is in the slipstream. He's bump drafting Raj Kula down into the final corner. He's got a battle for the lead. Excuse me, it's not the final corner. Of course, it's turn 6, but we've got a battle for the lead as well at the very top of the field. We'll keep an eye on that in a moment as around the outside line goes Adam State. Raj Kula holds on for now.
Yep, that's a great move there by Raj and by Adam. They're pulling away now from the pack of cars. I think Raj may have been hoping to work together with her fiance, Henry Walter, but unfortunately he's been cut off from the pack a little bit. He's dropped round down to the back of the field, and now she is through in 2P3. It's Adam Thompson now is up the inside of Junaid Jones in the battle for the win in this race with 3 minutes to go. He's got the inside for turn 3, but decides to back out of it there. Try and go for the slipstream move instead. Down the back straight, we've seen so many people pull off. Chrissy Harding, meanwhile, she is flying in this race. She's just got past Marco Grady, Lee Woods and Miles Harding within the last lap, so she's all the way back up now to 8th position. What a drive she is on, as now we cut back to the lead of the race. It's Junaid Jones, who's held on to the time being ahead of Adam State. He wasn't able to get the run on Junaid then down the back straight, so he's down to 2nd position, and it is Adam State, I think, out of shot now into P3. I mean, that or Raj Kuda can't quite see from the drone at the moment, but now with 2.5 minutes to go in the race, it's Junaid Jones ahead of Adam Thompson.
Adam Thompson just behind then is catching up through the slipstream, through the left-hander of turn number 2. They go up to turn 3, and Adam is all over the back. Junaid Jones knows that he's going to have 2 laps to defend once they get to the line, so it's not going to be straightforward at all. It might even be a little bit more than that. We'll wait and see how it works out at the pace of the leaders. Adam in the slipstream then. This will be the move, and it will be the first in a series of many, I'm sure, towards the end of this race. Here he goes, gets the overspeed. Will he go for the move? He does. Isn't going to work with Junaid just yet. He's going to try and make the move stick, but again, just backs out of it a little bit earlier than you would expect. My reckoning there is that Adam Thompson knows that the slipstream's so good around here, around Three Sisters, that actually if he goes for the move right now, he's just going to be swallowed up on the final lap.
Yeah, that could very well be a tactic of his. That would make sense as they now come onto the penultimate lap of the race. Adam Thompson right behind Junaid Jones, only a couple of attempts in it. As you can now also see further behind, you've got this train of carts battling out for P3 at the moment. Is Raj Kula still at the head of the pack? Then you've got Adam State followed by Andy Lacey. Then you've got Billy Good, you've got Henry Walter, and then you've got Chrissy Harding. How has she done this? She is caught right the way up to the pack of carts in the battle for P3. She's only 2 seconds off of 3rd place right now. This is remarkable stuff, but as I say that, Adam Thompson has got a run on Junaid Jones here, going down the Conroy Straight as you predicted, Tom. He is going for the move here into turn 6. Not able to make it work though. Junaid Jones does a great job there of holding it around the outside, and he holds on for the lead for the time being as we have 1 lap remaining now of this race. And in fact, Junaid has pulled a little bit of a gap here on Adam. Is a couple of attempts now as they come across the start-finish line. Chrissy Harding, meanwhile, she's right in this battle for P3 now. In fact, I think Raj Kula has broken away a little bit with Adam State, and this is more of a battle for P5 now as Chrissy is on the inside of Andy Leicester. Now going through turn number 2, she stays behind in 8th place for the time being. But now as we come on to the final lap of the race, it is Adam Thompson who is right behind Junaid Jones, and well, Junaid Jones, he's patting the back of his head. I'm not quite sure what he's doing there. I don't know why Adam would work together with Junaid. They're on the final lap of the race. You can see Junaid Jones jumping up and down in the seat of his car, trying to get as much speed as he possibly can, and he has managed to hold off Adam for the time being. Adam now trying to get the run on Junaid into the final corner of the race. Can he go for the move into the last corner? Junaid, he's going defensive into Joey Dunlop corner, and Junaid Jones, it looks like he is held on for the win for the time being. He keeps looking over his shoulder, but Junaid Jones wins. He takes his first ever victory in the EKS, slightly ahead of Adam Thompson. There was a 10th in it at the finish line, and Chrissy Harding meanwhile recovers back up into P7. Fantastic drive both by Junaid Jones and by Chrissy Harding. She went from last to first to last to 7th. I don't think anyone's ever done that before in the EKS. That is for sure. What a drive that was by Chrissy and by the rest of the field. Junaid Jones then ended up taking a superb victory then in that race, a 10th of a second ahead of Adam Thompson at the finish line, with Raj Kular then leading the next train of karts coming home in P3, only 700th of a second ahead of Adam State in 4th. Henry Walter was only 6 tenths behind. He came home in P5 just ahead of Billy Good by 200ths of a second, and then Chrissy Harding pipped Andy Leicester to the line by 4,000ths of a second at the finish line. What a drive that was by Chrissy, coming home in 7th, and it was Marco Grady just behind in P9, only half a second behind them. Lee Woods ended up coming home in P10 just ahead of Miles Harding, and then Hugh Morrison came home in 12th position just ahead of Kyle Simmons. He was only 10th behind Hugh at the finish line, and then Carl Lee ended up finishing in 14th place, whilst Barney Williams unfortunately had a puncture in that race, which ended up with him finishing in 15th position. We can now head down to the pit lane where Yusuf Bin Sahal is with Raj Kula, Adam State and Henry Walter.
Raj, a really good race from you and managing to get up to third as well in the end.
Yeah, really pleased to end the evening with a podium. So yeah, really pleased with that.
You've been showing a lot of pace today as well, and in that last race, once you got through into third and you were working with, I can't remember who, with Adam behind you.
Yes.
Was there a thought in your head thinking maybe you can catch up to the top two?
No, I think they had quite a decent lead, to be honest. So it was more about defending and keeping third, and it was pretty tight on the finish line, obviously. But glad I hung in there.
And looking forward to 2025, what are your karting plans? Is it going to be a full season of EKS?
Hopefully, yeah. Oh, I'd like to see the calendar because I got big things happening next year. I'm getting married, etc. So I just need to make the dates work. Hopefully.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time, and congrats again on third.
Thank you.
We're joined by Adam State. Adam, it looked like a really fun final race of the day for you.
Yeah, it's just been a great Sunday. A lot of stunt drafting, a lot of draft racing. Can't go wrong, especially on a track like this, which is so fast.
You say it's been a really fun day, but it looks to me like you're even colder than me by how much you're shivering right now.
I made the northerner now, but I've still got my southern tendencies in me, and I'm still rather cold.
With this being the final race of the season, now it's kind of looking at 2025. Are you going to be doing the whole season with EKS?
I'm looking at definitely doing the Northern Championship next year. We'll see how the funding goes, and we'll see where we end up next year.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time, Adam.
Thanks.
Henry, you had an absolutely fantastic race today, and I think at one point, I was saying as well on the broadcast, you started the last race down in 15th, and by about lap 2 you were leading this one.
Yeah, no, I thought I'd get a good start, and I did, so I was really, really happy to be leading, and obviously I led for a couple of laps, and I started to think, you know, could I win it? And that would have been really amazing, but you know, a couple of people had the pace on me, so I really can't complain. The first race today was a little bit, I did think there were a few sort of dirty moves and stuff, but the last two have been really clean, and in that race I can't have any complaints. There were just other drivers that were faster than me, and it was nice to have a little battle with Raj as well, which is always fun, so no, I really, really enjoyed it.